Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Welcome back to another episode of the Triple B Podcast, Bourbon, Belts, and Blockbusters. This is the bonus episode for WrestleMania Night 1. I'm Tim.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are just going to go quickly through our predictions right before the show starts. So, Jey Uso versus Gunther. Nathan, what do you got?
I'm going Jay. I think it's time to give him a push.
Yeet!
Yeet. I'm going with Jey Uso.
We're going Jey Uso all the way around. Let's roll.
Next up, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Nathan?
I'm going El Grande Americano.
Okay.
I too am going El Grande Americano.
I think that's where the storyline.
Regardless of who he actually faces.
Truth.
I'm going El Grande Americano as well.
Ooh. 3 for 3 across the board for 2 back-to-back. Let's go. What do we got?
Next up, War Raiders versus the Boo Day, a.k.a. the New Day.
I think the Boo Day wins it.
I too think
Honestly,
the Boo Day wins it.
I think they do.
I think they've been without gold for too long, and they've been in this weird kind of
I think
limbo of storylines and stuff. I think they got to get it on them.
The best way to revive the tag team roster
is to give it to the number one tag team,
the New Day. Get that heel,
the most
heel
decorated
presence on
tag
the
team I think in
championships.
WWE history at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think 14
probably
14 times.
Yeah, something like that.
10.
I too am going the New Day, but I think the reason this is on WrestleMania is because we get a Big E Langston return tonight.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa, that's a prediction.
Big E coming back.
That's an added prediction.
Okay.
We're 3 for 3. You're 4 for 3 right now. That
is intriguing.
Okay.
Next up, Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
I think Jade wins it. And a little feud storyline between Jade and Bianca starts. Because Bianca, as we talked about in the prior episode, has not been involved in this. And I think Jade's going to take that personally.
I think that exact reason is the reason why I'm going Naomi. I think Naomi's winning this. I think Naomi is winning the match, and I think it's going to push that 3-way storyline farther.
No way Jade Cargill is winning. Jade is winning this. That's okay.
I'll be the odd man out here.
I'm confused. You went from no way Jade Cargill is winning it to Jade Cargill is winning it. I don't
there's
understand.
no way she's not winning this match.
I'm going to push this forward. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu because I'm about to pee my pants.
I'm going Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu
has
He's ready. He is ready.
There is absolutely zero reason he does not get championship gold.
As much as I love
LA Knight. I've always wanted LA Knight to get the push.
I think
this is what pushes LA Knight into the potential for a him versus Cena feud.
Okay.
But anyways,
Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
Tiffany Stratton has to fucking retain. Sorry, I jumped you, Nathan.
I never been a Charlotte Flair fan. She's always ridden on the coattails of her father to include her entrance music. Woo! So I'm going Tiffany Stratton.
I'm going Tiffany Stratton. And that gives us the main event. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk.
I'm going Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
And he alluded to it, but I think Paul Heyman aligns with Seth Rollins tonight.
I have thought about that before as well.
Fuck
okay.
me.
I don't know.
All
but
right,
I'm going with what I've said multiple times throughout all the earlier episode and tonight. CM Punk has not had the upper hand in any way, shape, or form. I think it just alludes to the fact that
I think that CM Punk having the longevity that he's had in this business, I think he not having main evented WrestleMania, I think Triple H gives him the win.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, the
we'll
show's
check.
about to start.
We'll check that.
Let's
Let's
get
go,
back to
baby. Let's go. All right, welcome back. We are coming at you again for night 2 of WrestleMania. We're going to start it off with our predictions for tonight. It's getting ready to start here in just a minute. We got the women's world title triple threat match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair.
I got Bianca winning.
I'm going mommy.
I think Io keeps it.
Okay.
We're all
We're
different.
all different.
I like that.
I like
All
that.
right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Randall McOrton against a mystery opponent. I feel like no matter who the mystery opponent is, Randall McOrton needs to take the McW.
McW. That's a good one. I don't know which way this match is gonna go, and I'm gonna say mystery opponent wins.
Oh. Okay.
I think I am too.
Mystery opponent.
I don't think you can have someone return and then lose. I think Randy's been around so long he can lose and it'll be fine.
Unless it's Nick Aldis.
I don't know.
Which I
man,
really
it's
hope
just-
it is.
It's his 20th WrestleMania. I just don't see them
Building it
That's
up
true.
like that.
having
and
him lose. You
It's
know,
true.
I don't know. It's weird.
I'm going mystery.
All
Going
right.
mystery.
I'm going Orton.
All right.
All right. Then we got Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in the Sin City Street Fight. I think Drew's got to
Drew.
win this.
Drew.
I also am going Drew.
Yeah.
All three of the
He
seven.
deserves it. Give him his
Yes.
flowers.
He definitely deserves this.
Yes.
He's been one of the best just characters over the last couple of years consistently. So,
He carried the company on his back.
yeah.
During COVID, yo. All right.
We got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
AJ Styles.
I hope AJ wins this.
My heart says AJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we got Lyra Valkyria with a mystery opponent, Becky Lynch, versus Liv and Raquel.
I say Liv and Raquel.
You think?
I think it's going to be Lyra and most definitely probably Becky.
Wow.
And Becky's not coming back to lose. She's coming back to manhandle.
That's the thing. I think it depends. If it's Becky, I'm going them.
Yeah.
If it's Becky,
if
she's
it's
going
anybody
heel.
if it's anybody but Becky, I'm going Liv and Raquel. Because if it's anybody but Becky's the only one that makes sense to me as for any reason for them to put double titles on Lyra.
Yeah.
But why is Lyra not defending her goddamn Intercontinental title?
I know. That's part of where I'm like, if it's not Becky, because I agree, if it is Becky, they're not going to just have her pop up after however fucking long it's been now.
That's true.
And lose, right?
Yeah.
But if it's anyone but Becky, I think Liv and Raquel retain.
Okay.
Fatal 4-way for the IC. We got Dirty Dom versus Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker versus Penta.
I'm going Dirty Dom.
Really?
I
This is the
think
most.
this is the time he gets
Really?
the title.
This is so hard.
It really
This is the most unpredictable match of the whole
I
WrestleMania
know,
Night 1 and 2.
man. I really want to go Dirty Dom, and I want it to be like an accidental pin of Finn.
Yeah.
That's what I want so bad.
Right. Or Dom accidentally takes advantage of Finn.
Yeah.
Like it's some way, right? Like he gets knocked out onto somebody that Finn just put down, but Finn gets taken out, and then Dom inadvertently gets the count. That's what I want to happen. So yeah, I'm rolling with Dirty Dom as well.
Yep.
I'm going to be different
Okay.
in case I'm down. I'm going to be Penta. I'm going Penta.
Okay. Okay.
That's the one that I want for just person stakes.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what I want is Penta to win it, because I think regardless, I don't think Braun's retaining, because I think they're going to push Braun for the world title against Jay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so 2 Dirty Doms and a Penta. And finally, we got Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
John Cena. Oh.
John Cena's winning this match. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, not only is he winning, they're going to form a big stable. Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, and Jey Uso. It's happening.
All under
The Rock.
How crazy. If Seth Rollins sides with The Rock, too. That'd be crazy.
I'm going to be different and go Cody Rhodes.
All right.
Well, the reason I think that
Shit.
is because John Cena said he had to do what was best for business. And then in a promo like 2 weeks ago, Seth Rollins said he had to do what was best for business.
Yeah.
So
I think wasn't that the pipe bomb on Friday? Didn't he say best for business too?
yeah, you're
so.
right.
I'm pretty
He
sure he
did.
said that then too. So
All right, guys,
All right.
we're about to kick it off,
Yeah,
so
we'll be back
come
for the
right
post
back
show.
afterwards.
Oh yeah.
yeah, let's go.
We are back post WrestleMania.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. 2 nights. The show of shows.
Wow.
The showcase of the immortals.
It all begins again.
Where it all begins
Tomorrow
again.
at 5 on Netflix.
All right.
So we're just gonna walk you through results, what we tally up our predictions up to, and then our thoughts, our favorite match, and then of course the 3 bells to close out the show. So we're gonna run through night 1 first. We had Jey Uso versus Gunther. Jey Uso is our new champ.
Yeet. We didn't plan that.
We did not plan that, but that was smooth as fuck.
That was smooth. It was nice.
Overall, decent match, but kind of just a lackluster ending. I thought anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It felt, but
Premature.
The super quick submission was weird. The fact that Jay submitted Gunther was weird.
That was weird for
No
sure.
struggle.
All around, it was just kind of an odd finish to what was all around a good match too.
Yeah.
Right. So
Absolutely. So great start to the show. Jay's champ, and that's what we wanted. We got Rey Mysterio not in action. He injured his groin, so Rey Fénix filled in for this match versus El Grande Americano. And El Grande Americano won this match. Overall, really great match. These two really tore down the house.
put on a clinic.
They really did. I'm
Two
I'm
best
bummed-
luchas in the business.
Super bummed for Rey Mysterio, obviously, but Rey Fénix is. I mean, we've talked about him on episodes past. It's just he's incredible in the ring.
amazing.
So 3 weeks in, and he gets a spot in WrestleMania. So hell yeah. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was a good match. I love El Grande Americano, greatest luchador of all time.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
around for
I thought
decades.
he killed himself when he did the moonsault
Oh yeah.
backwards head thing into the mat. That was bad, but it
Yeah,
was good.
it was like an inverted 450 splash. Almost.
Yeah.
He literally did a backflip all the way to his back instead
I've
of doing a
never
front
ever
flip all
seen
the
it
way around
before,
to
so
the
I
front.
don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
That was really cool though. All right, going on to War Raiders versus the Boo Day. I mean the New Day.
The new day.
The new day.
The new boo boo
The
day.
new
The
tag
Boo-
team champs.
The boo new boo day.
the
Boo day.
boo them. I'm not wasn't big on this match overall. It was
You have not hidden that fact.
No, I have not. And but New Day gets their 12th tag team title reign, and
Most decorated tag team in
they get their first win at
WWE
WrestleMania.
history.
So
First time in 5 years they've been tag champs. I think the pre-show said it was like 12,000 plus days.
that's it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the New Day do deserve tag team champions. This match wasn't WrestleMania hype
No.
for sure. So, all right, going down to Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Boo. Shouldn't have been on WrestleMania. I refuse to talk about it.
I'm good.
Jade wins, and
Jade won.
there's that.
Enough
And I think Jade showed improvement, but enough said.
Well,
Going.
it's not hard to show improvement from being
When you
dog
start at the
shit,
very
so-
bottom, Tim.
At least there was story
Hey.
to that, unlike the Boo Day and War Raiders.
She made it into the ring, okay.
All right, we got LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu.
Let me talk
This
to you.
was a great match.
This was
Yeah, it
fantastic.
was.
And it lived up to the hype of what we were thinking it would be.
Yes.
We got Jacob Fatu as our new U.S. champion, and we did say we would riot if he didn't. And,
Yep.
we didn't have to riot
Nope.
Yeah.
because we love you, Fatu.
We do. We do.
We love you, Jacob.
Hell yeah.
And that BFT out of a moonsault was
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah,
That was wild.
That's going to be like the new RKO out
Yeah.
of nowhere,
Yeah.
BFT out of nowhere. That
crazy.
was incredible.
Jacob's just so damn good, and LA Knight taking a loss here doesn't hurt him at all.
No.
All this does is just prop Jacob up. It opens the door for LA Knight to potentially get pushed further. So,
I think just all around it was the right move, and
Jacob's just too hot right now.
Jacob's gonna just go on a fucking tear with the U.S. too, and this is gonna bring so much hype to the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Like
kind of what we were talking about with Sammy and the Intercontinental title.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
So, for sure.
Yeah.
There's not one person I can think of that I could believe beats Jacob Fatu for the title anytime soon.
Yeah.
I agree. And his moonsault, we talk about it all the time, but he doesn't miss it. It's just
flawless, man.
It's always flawless. So, great match.
And for that to be his finishing move as a dude that size, it's
what
so impressive
in the world?
Yeah.
Then we go on to the women's championship match. Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy Time versus Charlotte Flair. And Miss Tiffany Stratton wins. And this was a just stiff fight.
Yeah,
it was close to match of the night for me. It was for night one. It was up there. Doesn't quite overtake the main event that we'll talk about here in a second. But overall, very solid match, and Tiffany wins, and that's really all
the right outcome.
It's what was needed, and damn, Tiffany looked beat up after that match.
Yeah, she did.
She
She
said it herself. She was a bruised Barbie.
Yeah.
Really cool entrance, though. Her coming out of the Barbie.
I guess she said it on the post show is that she had like pitched that idea in NXT, but it just never happened. So she was like,
glad it was
she's like, I'm
saved
happy.
for Mania.
And she said she was like, I'm happy it didn't because now like I got to have that WrestleMania moment and that was my entrance. So that was dope.
Hell yeah. That goes to, then we go over to the main event of night one. We had Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Seth wins with a little help of the wise man.
The
best friend.
The wise man.
No more.
Yeah.
Mr. Paul Heyman betrays not one, but two, and joins forces with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Wild.
This match was wild. Just even without Paul Heyman's involvement, it was
awesome.
A slugfest. It was false finishes left and right, and
just a constant like, oh fuck, oh no, it's still happening. Oh fuck, this is over. Oh shit, it's not. Like, oh my lord.
Ryan was on the edge of his seat for most of it, and then he just had to sit back because he's like, I don't know when it's gonna end.
Well, I had to loosen the grip on your couch cushion with my rectum. So I don't know what was going on.
But yeah, what an incredible way to close out night one. As we tally up the predictions for that, I was 8-1 because I did add extra notations to some of the matches, like Big E returning. That was my one miss, and then I did say that Paul Heyman would turn and join Seth, and so that gave me a couple bonus points. So 8-1. Ryan, you were 5-2.
I went with just strictly off of the card itself. I didn't give any extras. I thought Naomi might get one over on Jade to kind of continue that heel turn. That didn't happen. And I picked CM Punk to win, and it didn't happen.
I mean, I think a lot of people wanted it. I think a million or 99 out of 100 would vote for CM Punk.
Yeah.
For
I
that
thought
match.
CM Punk was going to win.
Yeah. So overall, solid night one. That brings us over to night two. We got Rhea versus Io versus Bianca to open up the show, and Io Sky retains the women's championship, which is great. We all went split on predictions.
Yeah, we all chose a different
this.
person, and I was right.
I did not picture Io coming out of this match. I for sure didn't see her being champion coming out of this. How do you feel over there, Ryan?
I feel like that's a clickbait question.
And you need to do better, Tim.
And that's just lazy journalism, Tim. So next question, please.
I think that was the point of the build-up, though.
Yeah.
To make everyone not think Io had a chance at all.
Yeah.
So when she won, they're going to be like, holy shit.
And you know what? I knew that was the build-up, and it still pisses me off. She's a bad champion. It just doesn't work. I don't like it.
Randall McOrton versus
McOrtron.
surprise guest, and it was Joe Hendry.
I believe.
we believe in Joe Hendry. Apparently, Randy didn't get that memo. He RKO'd him
Multiple times.
won that match. I mean, nothing special. It was cool to see Joe Hendry. Randy
Great
gets
to
his
see Randy in his
20th WrestleMania.
Well
and,
deserved.
the best part of this is just seeing the partnership of TNA and WWE just in
flourishing. Yeah.
at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
So that part was really cool.
Yeah.
Feel bad for Randy for not actually having a storyline
The
going
legit
into this
match, yeah.
anymore, because what he was building with KO was something special, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that had him
Even
be
like
missed.
5 years ago, you
Yeah.
probably never see the TNA Championship at WrestleMania.
No.
Unheard of.
Yeah. So going down to Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Drew wins this Sin City Street fight. This was bananas.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
This was a barn burner. This was a slobber knocker.
A banger.
It was toasted. It was super good. It was the headshots in this were very prevalent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, especially the one with the chair was to the back of Damian Priest's head. Too,
Yeah.
Which is almost like even more like what the fuck.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah,
The stairs bouncing off his head. Yeah, it was a great match overall. Drew won. I think we all wanted that, so good on Drew. We got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul wins this one.
Boo.
It was a decent match, though.
Yeah, no, it was a good
It was
match.
a good match.
It
The
was a good
fucking
match.
lion salt
The lion
From
sauce.
across the ring.
literally hit it more than 3/4
Yeah.
of the way across the
It was
ring.
a coast-to-coast lion salt.
Yeah,
basically.
literally.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure Logan's feet came really close to hitting the bottom rope
Yeah.
on the other side of the ring. Like that was the farthest lion salt we've ever seen before.
Absolutely.
It was crazy.
We
And
get-
he hit it perfectly.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. It wasn't like he like just barely got it. He fully connected.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Somewhere Chris Jericho has a tear in his eye, and he doesn't know why.
That's because he's watching that knowing he never hit it as good
No.
as Logan Paul just did.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We get some shenanigans, though. We get Karrion Kross involved, so maybe that
Yeah.
gets him in a more prevalent role going forward. I know he's not been used at all, really.
Only
and
took
doing,
4 years.
doing nothing on the main roster, so I'm excited for the potential of that. Going on to the Liv and Raquel versus Lyra and mystery partner. I think it was pretty... You guys guessed it right away. Becky was the mystery tag partner, and Becky and Lyra win. So we got Lyra as a double champion. Becky returns and takes the tag team gold. I really thought Liv and Raquel were going to retain here. I know it doesn't make sense, but I don't know. I really did.
Really solid match. And
It was a good match.
Becky looked good for being gone for so long.
Oh yeah.
No rust
Yeah.
at all, really.
No, she looked great. She looked just like Becky as we always knew her. I think it's just kind of a cool. Now you got like we thought it was gonna be Becky, but then we didn't really put it all together. Like the idea of just like, oh, Lyra's from Ireland also. Like
Yeah.
so like that just makes sense that she would go to her,
Yeah.
Irish compadre there, and just the fact that she lost the title to Liv was the last time we saw her, and there's all those connections. It just
Yeah.
fucking made sense.
Yeah.
And the history between Bayley and Becky, even
Yeah.
right. So 4 horsewomen of TNA.
True. Well, they got a short turnaround because now Lyra and Becky have to go to NXT and defend the tag titles against Gigi Dolan and
And Shotzi.
Pax Tatum.
yeah.
Yeah, Tatum. They won at NXT
Yeah,
Stand and
yeah.
Deliver to earn a shot at the tag titles, and so
Oh.
so
They're not going to win that match.
they're gonna
Not even a little.
they're defending it this Tuesday. So that's
Interesting.
a quick turnaround. All right, going to Dirty Dom versus Baylor versus Breaker versus Penta. This was an awesome fatal 4-way.
Yeah, it
match.
was.
It was so
Holy moly.
I think this was, although I mean both of us did guess the winner, and kind of you called the how it was going to happen, but it also seemed very unpredictable overall. This match, like it could have been anyone's match.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so Dirty Dom winning is super exciting. I think it's a new twist to the IC title.
New twist to the IC. It's also like, if this wasn't the breakup of the New Day in this, or not the New Day, sorry, Judgment Day in this match, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
How else they can carry this on with them just straight up being like, okay, and just going at each other. Right.
Yeah, you could see the rage in Finn's face post match.
Yeah.
But it was cool because the crowd was really into Dom winning.
Exploded.
And he even ran back to the ring and celebrated on the court. So it was a really cool WrestleMania
And
moment.
Carlito got speared off one table through another.
He
killed
keeps
him
taking
again.
those spears.
Actually, Braun Breaker went from one table
That's
to the
true.
other to connect the spear,
That's
which
true,
might
you're
be
right.
even more impressive
Yep.
than hitting it from one going to the other. He flew from one to another to make the connection.
Braun
That
Breaker's
was-
the future.
Yeah.
Like him and Jacob.
Yeah.
Like
When we
holy
get that
shit,
one-on-one
man.
match, the ring's going to explode.
I know. It's going to be wild. And that has to happen.
What kind of match would you put him in? Any stipulation or just straight up one-on-one match?
I think just a straight up one-on-one match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that you need a stipulation with those two.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you knew. Their wrestling ability
If
will tear
anything-
down the house.
Steel cage.
That's cool.
That would be
I
wild.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
I like a classic steel cage match.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not like a gimmicky stipulation, you know.
A falls count anywhere would be cool too, just
Falls count
because
anywhere.
they're very like. Could you
Iron
imagine
Man.
a spear through a wall?
An Iron Man match where there's multiple falls, because that would be
That would be cool.
because that's what it would take to put either of them down. Would be
Yeah.
a multiple.
Yeah. No more
You know.
last man
No,
standing
we're done
for a
with that
while.
for a while.
We need a break.
Last man standing matches are fucking stupid, anyways. I've always thought they were dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? Like I've never really enjoyed them. Like we've had some good ones because of the moments in the match, but like just the stipulation as a whole, I've always just kind of been like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's a meh.
it's not that exciting.
Meh.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to the main event of night 2: Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
Big match, John.
Big match, John. John Cena wins number 17. Bravo, John Cena.
Bravo.
He is now the sole leader on the leaderboard
The
for
all-time.
most world champions. It was a good match.
It was.
It was a good match. The ending was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, it
Not
was
in any way.
the only interference type thing that we got was from Travis Scott, which was very lackluster. He did eat a beautiful crossroads.
He did.
We'll
He
give
did.
him that.
Like
Yeah.
a champ.
So you know, Cody did get his return on investment there.
Yeah.
eating the fucking ear punch that he took at Elimination Chamber, and
The dreaded Travis Scott ear punch.
yeah, and
I feel like this was
Cena cheated to win,
yeah.
which is perfect for his heel turn.
Yeah.
and
I
just
didn't like that
continuation of it.
Cody didn't like he gave into the like
The
Cena
pleading
begging.
Cena,
Like we've
yeah.
seen Cody go dark. We've talked
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
he goes
has.
over that
Yeah,
edge.
he has.
But Cena is his
But
Achilles.
there was, Cena's his Achilles because Cena was his idol.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know
And
what I mean? So like
Cody
he was his
has
hero. And he has said that.
said that you know I still love John Cena.
Yeah.
Like so it does fit. It does.
it
fit.
does. It does make sense.
I just didn't like
But
it.
you're
I
not
know.
wrong, Tim. He did not hesitate when he tried to murder KO.
or
With an
AJ
Alabama
Styles
slam.
Yeah.
with the stairs and
Yeah.
And I would say just the ending of the match kind of fits with what John Cena's trying to push is he doesn't care about the fans and I think the fans wanted more from that ending and they didn't give it to us. So it's just kind of very
It fits.
Cena right now.
And in a way, it was kind of refreshing. Because the last 2 or 3 have been just an insane amount of run-ins
Yeah.
Yep.
and whatnot.
We also got with Cena's entrance just
No color.
black,
Yeah.
black entrance screens with just his name in white.
Yeah.
So that was obviously new too. Still
Yeah.
the same song, but then post match he had them cut the music like he was like they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So like he just kept leaning into all of it, and it's going to be interesting to see in the post match interview. I know you were running around trying to figure out the audio tonight, but he straight up was like, tune into Raw tomorrow night so you can watch me continue to ruin wrestling. And he kind of had that whole thing, and
Yeah.
so
I think what's cool about this is it's just not, whatever's been building, it's not over yet. Like usually WrestleMania feels definitive, an end to old storylines and a launching pad for a new year, but there's a lot of matches where it does not feel that way this year, where it feels like
for sure
we're just getting started in some of it. So
yeah.
that part I do like.
Yeah.
All right. So just tallying up the predictions from night 2, and then we'll do a little addition here for night 1 and 2 combined. Tim, myself, went 2 for 5. Oof. Back to form. Return to form. Justin didn't participate in predictions on night 1, but he did go 5 for 3 tonight. And then Ryan went 6 for 2. Hell yeah, over there. So
Cleaned
Ryan
up.
is the big winner of the 2-night run. He was 11 and 4.
Yep.
And I was 10 and 6.
Yep.
So
Really fell off there night 2.
I had
he went 8 and 1 last night.
and then 2 and 5.
2 and 5.
Holy hell. All right. Let's get just final thoughts on the overall show and how you felt about the overall event.
Yeah.
I think they should have shuffled the matches around a little bit more.
For sure.
Because night 1 just seems so weak in comparison to night 2. Like if they would have had the Intercontinental title Fatal 4-Way last night, and then one of the weaker matches like Naomi and Jade, that bullshit on night 2,
Yeah.
it would have been more even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
I agree with that. I definitely think there needed to be a balance on there, or just better storytelling. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, and also for even just the 4 main world titles, both of the matches tonight were better than both the matches last night.
That
Right,
triple
like,
threat,
oh, yeah.
the women's
the
one
women's
this
triple
morning.
threat was better than Tiffany and Charlotte, and then obviously Cody Cena was better than Jay Gunther. So
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could have swapped the
Not a high
women's
bar
matches or the men's matches, whichever way you wanted to go with it. You could have swapped those, and that would have helped balance it out more as well.
Yeah.
But hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I think WrestleMania was good. It was, I think last year was better overall.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But definitely felt WrestleMania-ish. So it did its job. Let's go over to our favorite match over the 2 nights. What about you, Justin?
I was just trying to decide because before we watched night 2, I thought it was still going to be shitballs. What is it? I am drawing a blank.
Triple threat?
Yeah, the triple threat.
Roman,
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Punk,
main
and
event. But now I
Seth.
think it might be the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental title. If not, Rhea, Io, and Bianca. That match started at 100 and stayed there.
Yeah. Is that what you're going
Yeah,
with?
I'm going with the women's triple threat.
Nice.
Night 2.
I like it.
It was a banger from start to finish.
I think I'm going to base this purely off of match quality, not necessarily even like the storyline telling and stuff within. Because I think if you go there, it's the main event from last night. But I am going with the Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way. Just the in-ring work, everything involved there, plus with the added storytelling within all of it, was just great. It was like the most, I think, kind of on the edge of our seat that we were throughout both nights. So
Yeah.
I'm going with the IC.
Perfect. I'm going to go with last night's main event, the triple threat. I'm sticking with that, and Seth versus Reigns and Punk. It had the story. It had the surprise ending, and it was just great overall. So very, very much loved that match last night. And that's going to bring us to our 3 bells for the overall event.
Yeah.
What would you give for the 3 bells?
2.5. Yeah, 2.5.
All
I think
right.
night 2 really saved it
Yeah.
a lot for me. So yeah, I think 2.5.
Yeah.
That
I
feels
like it.
good. Feels right.
Okay.
I'm sticking with just with a 2.
Okay.
I'm going 2 with it. I think it was definitely like clearly tonight and last night were quite different, but there were a couple of the matches last night that
Yeah.
boosted it over a 1.5 for me for a total. We've definitely had better PLEs throughout even just the beginning of this year so far. So, but yeah, I think they definitely could have done more with stuff. But there were also quite a few things that were really exciting and good. So yeah, I'm going with a 2 out of 3 on it.
And I'm going to meet you there and on the same, and I'm going to give it a 2 as well. It still had me excited. It's WrestleMania. I love this time of the year, so looked forward to it. There's definitely matches that brought that score down for me, whereas in past I probably would give this a 2.5 or close to a 3, but there was just some stuff on there that wasn't necessary. So giving it a 2, still good. Still excited to see tomorrow.
Yeah, the
And
fallout.
The fallout from Mania is some of the best excitement in wrestling. So
Oh yeah, the Raw after Mania. I'm excited, especially after Cena's.
Oh my God! Well, yeah,
Cena's presser got
We
me.
have Cena, and we now have Heyman Rollins.
yeah,
Yep.
So like that's 2 big things tomorrow night that are gonna be like holy shit.
It's gonna be must watch.
yeah.
And then you always get that potential of
And Dirty Dom is the new IC.
That's true.
Like there's so many new things
What the
now that are
Judgment Day is
happening.
gonna do.
Yeah, there's a lot. The fallout of Rhea losing again.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up our WrestleMania event. That's what we got for the show tonight.
Yep.
Let's fucking